any type of message platform that we get through the OTA, HostBuddy is able to respond, right? And that's kind of key. So after acquiring my first property in 2019, 2020, around that time frame, I just wanted to do something different rather than the long-term rentals, right? I'm a current active duty military personnel myself. And once I got called up for a deployment, right, I didn't want to have to pay a storage bill of putting all my stuff in storage because it was a last minute notification on that. So I just decided to keep a lot of my furniture in my property and explore this short-term rental avenue, right? And through the years, we've had our, trials and tribulations and, ups and downs through a lot of it, right? All in all, every year, month by month, day by day, we're just striving to get better. We were sitting at about 20 properties, recently downsized to like 13, just to kind of put my focus in some of the better properties, right, and get rid of some of the ones that were just low-hanging fruit, as I like to call it. And with that, right, I'm also been, mainly focused this year and, last quarter of the last year, just optimizing my tech stack. Tech stacks can be very expensive, so just analyzing the ones that are worth my while, right? So that's when I came across HostBuddy, and essentially it's been a lifesaver, it's been a game saver for me, right? Luckily, when I brought it in, I was training another VA as well, so it was like we were training HostBuddy and this other VA at the same time, so it was perfect timing for us. And I hate to say it, and they know as well. They're fighting for their jobs right now. HostBuddy is definitely a lifesaver. So on a serious note, we're able to, put our VA's time somewhere else, right? That's needed in the business and somewhere that we're blindsided on, right? But essentially, I didn't expect it to come in and do such a dynamic impact on the business. It definitely exceeded my expectations at this point, right? Especially how, any type of message platform that we get through the OTA, HostBuddy is able to respond, right? And that's kind of key. Hostaway, we have different automated messages, whether it's text messaging, whether it's OTA, or whether it's email, right? HostBuddy is able to kind of recognize that, right, and able to respond accordingly based off certain procedures and SOPs that we have in place. And it was a pretty simple process. I was kind of hesitant on it before, making sure I tighten up on a lot of SOPs, but the integration that Hostaway and HostBuddy have, alongside each other, it just made the setup a lot more easy, right, than I initially thought. So overall, I'm satisfied. I'm happy to be a part of both teams, right? And I'm just happy to keep this going.
Yeah, fantastic. That's great to hear. So you have it turned on for 24/7 communication?
Yes. So initially, I gave myself like a 4-month trial with it, to where when the VAs are on, I have it turned off, right? Just so I can continue to learn how they're responding. I know it goes back 6 months, but just for my confirmation and my assurance, right? And once, just give it 4 months of just learning while we already had it set up, and then while the VAs are off, which is like overnight shift, right? We shouldn't really get too many messages. HostBuddy should be able to respond. So yeah, man, that's how we have our setup right now.
Awesome. Yeah, I appreciate you sharing your experience with HostBuddy. It's been really good. So hopefully you keep growing your business and keep automating as much as possible. It's actually really impressive that you're doing all direct bookings right now. So I think that's a goal for a lot of hosts.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right. Thanks, Javeus. I'll finish up this recording here and we can keep chatting.
Cool.